Hello, I would like to show you a book that has a one-shot adventure in it that I worked on some. This is part of the 1001 Nights one-shot adventures. That was a Kickstarter that ran a while back, and it's gone through a couple of iterations, and finally was broken down into volumes. So this is volume 2. Excuse me, this is volume 12. And it's called Nocturnal Tale. And so all the backers on this project were able to submit characters and a bit of a plot, just a synopsis. And then the person who worked on this, I don't know if they're mentioned in here, but his name's Bradley Horton. And he had a team working with him. I'm not sure what all their extent of their involvement was, but they managed to use AI to create like 1,001 of these one shots from all the backers, and probably use some AI to generate the other ones. And the book, was printed through Drive-Through RPG. It's in hardback. Most of the books are in hardback. I'm not sure when these will be available for the public, if they already are. I think they will be, or if you're curious to know more, you can reach out to this group. I'll probably put the link in the comments. Let's see. So the book, like I say, it's not perfect. Like here, for example, this artwork follows up on the next page, and there are typos as well. I did try to get my typos corrected in my adventure, but whether that actually happened, it doesn't appear to have. So, whatever. I'm happy to see it in print. And, I will try to run it for a group at some point. I'm going to try not to spoil too much here. So I'm actually going to cut off most of the page because I just don't want to give it away, especially if my own players watch this, which, if I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel, they might actually watch it. So I have to avoid that. Oh, and here's the one I worked on. All right, so let's zoom in here. So this is on page 42 of this book. Backer's name, John Holes. Most of what I got to submit, boy, there's a shadow here. I wish I could fix this, but I don't want to do too much here to flip the camera and stuff, was the characters. I got to submit up to, well, the main character, or what do you call it, the protagonist, at least according to the way this was set up, some sidekicks, and an antagonist. And they're all on this page, so we're just going to take a look at the top couple. This first one here is Farnsworth Gladhandle. He's a gnome. Pronouns he, him. Profession, owner of a traveling circus. He delights in offering spectacle and joy. Encouraged by mother, he started out as a one-man act, but he has sought and found others who wish to share in his dream. He has come far in making his troupe a wonder to behold. Personality trait, cunning, resourceful, flawed, naive. Appearance. And so we got a few stats here. Now these stats, I did have the option, I believe, to pick these. I will mention the antagonist and the story. I didn't have a chance to correct the ones they added. I did actually send in my edits, but again, they just never were updated. But these appearance items here, I believe, are the ones that I chose for this character. And then Farnsworth here has the 3 sidekicks, who are members of the, this traveling circus. And, there is an adventure tied to it, a spooky one. And I'll probably, actually, when I try to run this for players, I'll probably actually make it part of a campaign that will actually use several rule sets. So this is in the D&D rule set, 5e, I believe. And I will probably also tie in some Mythcraft, because there's some one-on-one adventures that are Gothic in nature. And Those are part of the Veil of the Eternal Night campaign setting. And so, yeah, I look forward to trying to run this. I don't know when that will be. I've had a very busy year. Tomorrow night, for example, I'm going to be going to Chance Encounter Games to their Craft and Yap night to try to put together my Gloomhaven insert for the box to organize everything. And I've hardly played Gloomhaven at all, so you know, this is my life. It's just way too much stuff going on all the time. But you know, it's been fun, and I'm glad to again see a little bit more of my stuff in print. Again, I'll post a note in the comments on how you can get a hold of this book in case you want a copy. For my own players, you'll probably get to know more soon. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.